Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, I'm still testing. Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yes.
Right. Thank you very much. We will have Prof. Nurlisa from Indonesia who will be chairing the session. Prof. Nurlisa, Muhammad Nur Fitri.
Yes. Yes, Prof.
Kita nampak you muka you sangat raya.
Selamat raya.
You will be here for this morning session, is it?
Yes. I'm the first presenter, Prof.
Yeah. Okay. Prof. Nurlisa is already inside, but not sure
Yes,
where.
good morning, Prof. Yusuf.
Ah.
Assalamualaikum.
Assalamualaikum. Dari Kuching, Sarawak.
Dari Kuching ya. Selamat Hari Raya dulu ya. Masih.
Selamat Hari Raya. Maaf Zahir
Ya,
Batin.
maaf lahir batin.
We are still in the Eid mood.
Very
Okay,
early in
Prof.
Medan.
Nurlisa. Okay, the time
Yes.
is yours. Yeah, the time is yours. Please proceed.
Yes, thank you. Good morning, everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, I would like to thanks Professor Yusuf to invite me to be a chairperson for this morning sessions, and inviting me as a breakout chair for today's sessions. I hope everyone is in a good health and in a good spirit for our presentation today. For today's session, there will be a full presentation. For your information, you will be given 10 minutes to present. And if you exceed 10 minutes, I will have to cut your presentations. There will be additional 5 minutes for the Q&A session. So without further ado, let us start our session today with the first presentations. I will invite Muhammad Nur Fitri Muhammad Salim.
Yes, thank you very much.
Yes. Please proceed with your presentations.
Okay, Prof. Thank you so much, Prof.
Yes.
Nurlisa.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone. My name is Muhammad Fitri bin Muhammad Salim, and today I'll be presenting my paper. And please, Prof, allow me to, may I share my slides now? All right. Is the slide visible to everyone?
Yes, for me it's visible.
All right. Okay, I'll proceed now. Assalamualaikum. Very good morning to each and every one of you. Today, representing my friends, me as the first author, together with Mr. Muhammad Safwat Ashari Muhammad Salim, Puan Diana Suziana Muhammad Shah, and also Prof. Udan Kusmawan. We are presenting a paper that is entitled Threats and Informal English Language Learning Among University Students. Sorry, I haven't changed it into a presentation slide. Okay, let's move to our introduction. Right, this paper it explores the use of threat in learning English language, and the participants of this study are university students. Right. So as for introductions, we talk about digital transformation that is happening, of course, in language learning that is ever expanding. All right, and also we also talk about informal digital learning of English, because as you all know, yes, we do learn English language formally in class. However, with the rise of social media nowadays, right, alternative language learning opportunities are also available for students in order for them to it enables them to practice the English language competency outside of the classroom setting. All right. So in this particular case, the social media platform that has been chosen is Thread, a rising social media platform that is taking over X slash Twitter, I think nowadays, and it has been ever expanding, right? And it is now trending, especially the use of it is being it is increasingly used by students, especially the new generations. So the research gap is, despite its popularity, right? Of course, there's a limited research exists specifically on the use of threat for informal English language learning. All right. So this research examined the engagement, self-regulated. Sorry, I'm sharing my slides, right? Okay, self-regulated language, distraction, and also the uh, perceived outcome, right? So the research objective on threat and engagement outcome is to examine the relationship between threat engagement and also perceived English language outcome, a set of questionnaire that is named PELO. The role of self-regulation is to investigate the mediating role of self-regulated learning (SRL) in translating platform usage into learning results, right? And the impact of distraction is to explore how algorithmic distractions on thread affect the informal English language learning process. And of course, towards the end of the paper, based on we will discuss about the methodology that is used in this paper after this. But at the end of the paper, of course, we also have several recommendations, pedagogical recommendations, in order to make sure that language learning opportunities or practice in classroom is in line with the current trend of communication, especially in the use of English language as a second language. All right. So as for the literature review, I will touch a little bit on it, right? Of course, based about social media platform affords authentic input and output opportunities, like what I've said before, and it is now has becoming more uh, uh, major, right, in terms of providing opportunities for the students to practice uh, and to become a learning agency that is critical uh, for access to technology does not guarantee learning outcomes without active participation, right? So thread is as a micro writing environment, of course, like Twitter. Thread is now is also a micro writing platform, and the wide use of English language in this particular social platform, of course, helps students to practice their second language as well. When I talk about second language, I am actually focusing on Malaysian university students, where in Malaysia, English language is considered as a second language of the country. So as for the methodology, right, 119 undergraduate students participated in this particular research for the questionnaire, and then we interviewed 16 students. And as for the questionnaire, all right, all of the questionnaires has been validated, and it utilizes and all of the questionnaires utilizes 7 point Likert scale, from one, of course, strongly disagree, to seven, strongly agree. So as for the measured construct, this is the part where uh, the gist of the paper lies in, because four major construct that is in the questionnaire is TALI, we call it TALI, threats engagement for language exposure, which explores the frequency and depth of interactions with English content. SRELT, right? SRELT, we call it, self-regulated learning on threats. It focuses on goal setting, self-monitoring, and reflective practices. And PELO, perceived English language outcomes. Again, of course, self-report improvement in terms of their vocabulary, their grammar, and their confidence in the use of English language. And last but not least, PDT, perceived distraction from threats. We uh, this in this particular construct, it focuses on the non-learning and algorithmic feed that is being showed to the students. Right. So as for the descriptive statistics, of course, we can see the highest mean is PLO with 5.12. And the second one is threat engagement, showing that it's a very strong engagement, 4.98. Right. Of course, after that, SRELT and PDT follow. Okay. When we talk about correlation analysis, there's a strong correlation between all of the construct that is being used in this particular paper, right? With the R value of 0.67. All right. So while engagement provide exposure, the self-regulated learning is the critical mechanism that transform casual social media into tangible language learning outcomes. Distraction remains a significant barrier, like what I have said in like what I've said about our last construct that is being used in the questionnaire. All right, moving on. As for the qualitative insight, all right, there are several themes uh, that could be seen based on the findings of the paper. And once it's about incidental acquisition, that student reported learning new vocabs passively while scrolling and reading threads that is tailored to their interests. This helps them a lot because, of course, when the subject matter is related to their interests, it's way easier for them to learn the language. Of course, the next one is grammar awareness because the students said that there's an exposure to native speakers and proficient users that help students notice correct sentence and structure naturally. All right. Again, of course, when the subject matter is very much into their interest, it helps, right? And then writing confidence, where because they don't have to write long essays, right? It's just a micro writing environment, so it lowers their anxiety and it encourage more frequent English language output. All right. The
Muhammad, 1 minute more.
Okay, all right. Uh, as for the distraction, the FYP, we call it usually for the For You feed, often divert the attention of entertainment, hindering the focused learning effort. Of course, the use of thread is not to learn, it's more on the very uh, uh, casual use. But however, at times the algorithmic settings distract them from uh, uh, learning, right? And then students who set specific goal reported significant better outcomes than passive users. Those who really want to learn, of course, they got better opportunities to increase their proficiency. So when it comes to discussion, we focus on exposure versus sufficiency. SRL as the catalyst of um, mechanism to convert passive digital exposure like threats into active learning, which is good. The barriers that is in the algorithm, but of course, again,
Excuse
threat is
me.
not a language learning
Can,
opportunity. Yes.
can you go to the conclusions because the time is already
All right. Last one. Thank you so
next.
much. Last one, Prof. Thank you, Prof. And then, as for the conclusion, we touch on digital literacy to the students, on reflective journaling that helps English language learning, micro writing tasks which helps them a lot, and the last one is to manage distraction that is in their learning environment, especially in language learning environment. That's it, Prof. Thank you very much. I'm sorry for taking
Okay.
your time. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Muhammad Nur Fitri, for the very good presentations. I I would like to ask you the floor. Is there any questions from the floor from the participants? Ah, no one still sleeping or what? Okay. uh, yeah. Um, yeah, is one. I think so I would like to ask Mr. Fitri.
Yes,
Yeah, you have your author also in this room. The international author.
I do not have my international author with me
Oh,
now.
okay,
Sorry, I'm so sorry.
okay, okay. Okay. That's no problem. Yeah. Is there any question? Maybe from Mrs. Rhoda. Yeah. No
No
questions.
questions. No questions.
Okay. Regarding your research, Mr. Petri, you have four objective based on the your research, which after you analyzing the data you are collecting using quantitative and also qualitative.
Yes,
Which how do you find the result of the research?
the result of the
Yeah.
research shows
Yeah.
that the student I think the most important highlight of the this particular paper is actually, Prof,
Mm-hmm.
the use of micro writing tasks. Like people nowadays, they use thread. Before this, X or slash Twitter is very popular. These are all in social media, actually micro writing platforms. And while writing short sentences, short paragraphs, it helps the students to actually develop their confidence in the use of the language. Hence, it becomes a very good alternative way of learning the language outside of the classroom setting, Prof.
Oh, okay. Based on your research, it's mean that the threats micro writings skills, I think is develop the students capacities, yeah, for writings, yeah.
Yes, correct,
Oh,
Prof. Very true. It
okay.
does not just develop their capacity, and it develops their interest as well, Prof.
Ah, okay. And with you, I think based on your research, you how's the relations with your objective, or four of the objective is already answering or
Yes,
not?
all of the four research objective has been answered because each of the objective is divided based on the construct that is used, tele, PELO, SRT, and as well as the last one. So it is all of the objective is served by each of the construct or slash section that is available in the questionnaire. But of course, the qualitative insights also provide a very significant result that helps us to explore further into the use of threat in the language, Prof.
Okay, that's a very I think it's very interesting research. I hope that are you already? I mean, this is for PhD or what? No, you already. This is research mandatory. No,
No,
this research.
this research is just a part of our side project into exploring social media platforms. Just
Okay.
yes,
Okay, that's a very interesting. Okay, thank you very much, Muhammad Nur Fitri, Muhammad
thank you,
Shalim, for the very interesting research and also very interesting presentations. Thank
thank you
you.
so much, thank you so much, Prof, and
Yeah,
everyone. Thank you.
yeah. Okay, I would like to call the second percentage presenters. Okay, what's the second one is Miss Madam Hasliza. Huh? Yeah. Huh? Mana? Oh, okay. Sorry. Madam Mursida Zainal Abidin.
Okay. Hi, Assalamualaikum and good morning to everyone. My name is Murshida Zainal Abidin, and this paper is right along with my supervisor, Sabzali Musahan, my and my fellow friends Nurlisa and Jeha Abdullah Jekso. Okay, the title of my research is Expanded Printmaking Development in Malaysia through the Go Blog exhibition. My background is from art and design. So, uh, these are the main objective of my research to examine the developments of printmaking through the Go Blog movement, highlighting a group of artists and their artwork that have contributed to the contemporary evolutions and sustainability of the medium within the Malaysian art ecosystem. So, printmaking actually in Malaysia has been important discipline in fine arts. Normally, people will know about fine arts, about painting or painter, but printmaking is one of the fine arts field. So the history of printmaking in Malaysia take root in Malaysia around 1930s, driven from the migrations of Chinese from Singapore at that time. So the first printmaker artist was Abdullah Arif and Chua Teng Keng. So the artwork has been the evidence of the earliest artists to use the print medium in Malaysia. So according to ACE, tracing and tracking printmaking exhibition in Malaysia from 1960 to 2020, the techniques of lino cut was the first techniques that used, and the artwork was used in decorative illustration for school magazine and promotional poster. All right, in line with the expanded print. So printmaking in Malaysia starting with the conventional, then it moved to expanded printmaking. So in line with expanded field, it described Go Blog redefined printmaking beyond just technique, but encompassing narrative, spatial presence, and social cultural context. So this expanded view acknowledged its profound artistic expression and its capacity to transcend traditional boundaries. Okay, so these are the things for the understanding of printmaking. So printmaking actually is a technique. So it started with the conventional printmaking, which is we have relief print, we have intaglio, we have six screen, and also planography. So these are the conventional technique that the artists use for producing the artwork. Then it moved to alternative and expanded printmaking, where the alternative print, we have colograph, monoprint, monotype, kitchen litho, and tetrapack. And while the expanded print, the artists try to presenting the artwork in the aesthetic way, which is the hybrid print, 3D print, video art, mixed media, digital print, and installation. Okay, if you can see in the slide, on the right, on the left, we can see the work by Johari Said. The title is Katak Tak Jadi Lembu. The technique is woodcut. It was produced in 1999. But on the right side, Johari Said was collaborate with Masno Ramli, another artist, to recreate Katak Nak Jadi Lembu series by using a mixed media in 2023. So it moved from conventional, which is just only 2D printed on paper. Then the artist moved to the 3D and installation art of artworks. So series of Go Blog exhibition, poster and catalog from 2009 until 2025. So these are the poster that the exhibition specifically for Go Blog. The title of exhibition is Go Blog, but there is 9 series of Go Blog has been done in Malaysia from 2009 to 2025. All right, so Go Blog exhibition, the terminology of Go Blog is create confusion at first because it can be interpreted in two ways, either celebrating the block printing itself or directly rejecting the block. So the Go Blog serve as a deliberately polemical title that anchors series. So the term block itself refers to the fundamental basis of relief print technique like woodcut and lino cut. Therefore, the words Go Blog, the combinations of Go Blog, can be understood as an encouragement that affirms that the block as a central aspect of printmaking and as an invitation to celebrate different types of printmaking methods, right? So the developments of contemporary printmaking, discourse and practice gained greater attention in subsequent edition in Malaysia. So the GoBlog served as a discourse platform by presenting printmaking as an idea-based, critical and experimental practice rather than just making artwork. So the development expanded printmaking exhibition has deepened understanding of printmaking. So if you can see the table, the from 2009 until 2025, there is a main artist and also collaboration artist who involved in this contemporary printmaking Go Blog exhibition. Okay, if you can see there, the main artist was Johari Said, then Shamsuddin Wahab, Faizal Suhaif, then we have also Sharo Jamili, and also invited artists like Tisna Sanjaya, we have Jerome Rizzo, and also we have BBQ, we have Fadi Mokhtar, Awang Dabi, and many more. Right. So the goal blog is to showcase their experimental approaches and to revive interest in printmaking acting as a catalyst for innovation in the local art community. So each of Go Blog exhibition has systematically highlighted the potentials of printmaking to overcome conventional constraints. So it encouraging artists to explore hybrid technique and deepen conceptual depth meaning, enrich the field. So if you can see the table shows from the first Go Blog, just introducing the 5 contemporary Malaysian printmakers. Then it goes to re-emergence, the expanded contemporary. Then the next is Go Blog Wabak. Then Go Blog for 5 residency types of exhibition. Then in 2023, they go for Go Blog Volume 6 Seni Buku. Then Go Blog 7 exhibition. Go Block 8, they go for forum, and Go Block 9, they do a regional network between Malaysia, Indonesia, Thailand, and Philippines. So the Go Block exhibition was led by Johari Said, which is the prominent printmaker artist in Malaysia, has evolved into a structured communal printmaking residency program. So the Go Block is seen not only as an art exhibition in the gallery only, but also trying to bring together artists who share skill, knowledge, common interest, and love of printmaking technique. So these are the level of implication of expanded printmaking development through Go Blog series exhibition. So if you can see, level 1 and level 2 of Go Blog goes for the foundation and mobility of the exhibition itself, platform and discipline legitimacy, and also mobility and contextual activation. From 2009, they go for 2008 exhibition, there is a lots of gap there. So they start to explicit development, a clear conceptual shift, what is actually Go Blog printmaking itself. So they go for Go Blog Wabak, experimental reinforcement, collaboration and responsive context, because there at that time was COVID-19. So this group of artists expansion under pressure to produce the artwork. Then in Go Blog in 2022, there's 2 Go Blog exhibition. They start to give infrastructure, structured creative environment, whereas there is a residency and work and also exhibition. In 2023, they shift the format into Go Blog exhibition, not only presenting the artwork, but in the formats of books or seni buku. Then they're strengthening the ecosystem by
Excuse
public
me,
scaling.
1
Alright.
minute more.
Okay, so they moved to 2024 Go Blog Forum, and last one, 2025, they do a regional artwork by regionalizations of artists from Asian. All right, so these are the findings where the exhibition actually is a hybrid media and process, unconventional matrices, material experimentation, spatial and installation oriented presentation, and also addition and sequential format. So the series of Go Block shows the development is not only formal or material, but also structural. So they do a residency, forum-based format and learning, do a collaboration and discourse into production process. So as a further research, into a Go Block exhibition can be conducted in stages through the involvement of artists and the expanded printmaking itself, the artwork they have produced. All right, thank you. That's all.
Okay, thank you, Mashida.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Is there any questions from the floor? Please. I hope that there is a questions from one of you in this platform. No? Oh, okay. It means that I have to give a question for you.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I cannot show my face. I don't know what
Yeah,
happened to my.
I think your face is upside down.
Oh, upside down. I'm not sure how to do it again.
Okay. I think I know. You have to mention that the printmaking through the Go Block exhibitions
Yes.
has shown many positive implications.
Yeah.
But are there any challenges faced by the exhibition that would hinder the advancement of the printmaking in Malaysia?
Yes, because
Yeah.
at first,
Could you explain it?
yes, thank you for the question, Prof. Actually, at first, in 2009, the group of artists trying to give to do the artwork, to do the exhibition, but there is a loss of what we call rejection from the audience or from the group of other artists because they don't understand what is printmaking expanded, because from conventional to expanded print. But even until 2025, the audience starting to understand what is Go Block group of artists trying to share with the Malaysian community. So even though they still have a question why they need to change from or to move from 2D printmaking artwork to variety of types of presentation in 3D, in video art, and so many. Yeah. So still confusing, but this group of artists still do their best to presenting the group of Go Block exhibition.
Okay. But according your research, which how is actually you group or the research findings that about these challenges?
Again, Prof.
Now, after you, I mean, we understand that there is a challenging for this expanded printmaking improvements in Malaysia, but but you after you make a research for this the through the Go Block exhibitions, is there any recommendations from your research of this research?
Oh, yes. Recommendation. Yeah. You mean recommendation for this research, right?
Yeah, recommendation for this research to I mean to cope the challenges that you already findings the challenges in
okay.
this.
So based on the recommendation, I also share with this research with the fellow artists, and they asked me to share this research to the public, to discuss with the public, like a school or a group of artists or in the gallery, to expand the idea of this research, so many people will understand what is the group of artists trying to share and to develop through Go Block exhibition.
Oh, okay. That
Uh,
means that you the recommendation is actually the action is
yes.
socialization of this result of the
Yes, and the
I
group of artists. This is this research is actually first research specifically for the Go Block. So the group of artists was excited to try to share my research also to the others, because
okay.
the artists normally they just do the artwork. So we as a researcher or the academician need to try to expand uh, their their thought and artworks. Yes.
Okay. I think that's very good. I think so, research and hopefully that the recommendation could be implemented in the
Yes.
future. One question. The international author of your author
Mm-mm.
is he or he
Is he?
uh, available in this platform? No.
No, my international fellow friends
Okay.
was having a class right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now your face is already in the.
Okay. Hi. Sorry, I'm not sure what happened.
Okay. I think thank you for your presentation. It's a very good presentation and very interesting research. Yeah. Hopefully that you coming features like the recommendation that socialization of these ideas
Yes.
is
Mm.
become more
Oh,
spread. Yeah. Okay. More successful.
yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye. Okay. Next, I would like to call Madam Ain Suhada Muhammad Suki.
Okay, yes,
Are
it's
you?
me.
Okay. You are already available, and the floor is yours. And your presentation is 10 minutes. I hope that you could make a very sharp presentation. The floor is yours.
Okay, Assalamualaikum and good morning to all. My name is Ain Suhana
Waalaikumsalam.
from the Center for Dietetic Studies, UiTM Puncak Alam. So today I will present our study titled Chronotype and Chrononutrition Behaviors of Adults with Coronary Artery Disease. Okay, so what is coronary artery disease? Coronary artery disease, or known as CAD, is a condition characterized by narrowing or blockage of coronary arteries. It is a multifactorial disease influenced by both genetics and lifestyle. In Malaysia, cardiovascular disease remains a major public health concern, where about 33% of adults have high cholesterol, and also cardiovascular diseases are the leading cause of death in government hospital. Besides, more than 500,000 adults, or 2.5% of the population, suffer from multiple non-communicable diseases, including diabetes, obesity, high cholesterol, and also hypertension, which all those are key risk factors for CAD. While CAD is biological in nature, its progression is strongly affected by behavioral and environmental factors, which highlight the importance of understanding lifestyle behaviors that may influence cardiovascular health. So, chronotype. Okay, so many physiological processes such as our sleep-wake cycles, hormone secretion, and metabolism are regulated by circadian rhythms. These rhythms are controlled by the master clock located in the brain, which is the suprachiasmatic nucleus, or SCN, in the hypothalamus. Okay, so the function of the SCN is actually to synchronize our internal clock with the day-night cycle, mainly through light exposure. So our internal rhythms influence when we actually feel alert, sleepy, or hungry. However, these preferences vary across individuals. These differences are known as chronotype, which refers to a person's preferred time of day of activity or rest. So chronotype is shaped by circadian rhythms like exposure, societal and work schedule, and also personal choices. It plays an important role in our lifestyle behaviors such as sleep and eating patterns, which are linked to cardiovascular health. So generally, people are classified as morning chronotypes, which is those who are more active earlier in the day, or evening chronotype, those who are more active later in the day. So we often focus on what people eat, but emerging evidence suggests that when people eat may be just as important. So chrononutrition is a term used to refers to the timing and pattern of food intake in relation to circadian rhythm. It looks at three main aspects of feeding behavior, which is regularity of meals, frequency of food intake, and timing of food intake. So the timing of meals plays an important role in maintaining health and may influence the risk of chronic diseases. So while light is the main factor that regulates our circadian rhythm, food intake can also act as a timing signal for our body clock. So the key chrononutrition behaviors related to food intake include evening eating, eating window, evening latency, largest meal, breakfast skipping, and night eating. All of these which may affect metabolism and cardiovascular health. So if evidence on chronotype and chrononutrition behaviors among adults with CAD, especially in Malaysia, is limited. Understanding this pattern actually could provide valuable insights into lifestyle behaviors that influence cardiovascular health. Therefore, the objective of this study is to explore the chronotype-related patterns of chrononutrition behaviors among adults with CAD. So for methodology, this study actually employed a cross-sectional design. Participants were screened through medical records and recruited from the inpatient ward using convenience sampling. Firstly, informed consent was obtained before participation. Data were using questionnaires or through interviews. First, for chronotype, we use the Modified Munich Chronotype or MCTQ, and for chrononutrition behaviors, we use Chrononutrition Profile Questionnaire, CPQ. So we included adults with confirmed coronary artery disease, aged 20 to 76 years old, while shift workers were excluded. So for findings, a total of 259 adults participated. Most were male, which make up about 75%, and 25% were female. The mean age was 59 years old, indicating that most participants were middle-aged to older adults. In terms of body mass index, a large proportion of the participants were above the normal range, with about around 40% overweight and 29.3% obese. For chronotype distribution, the distribution was quite balanced, with about 51% being morning chronotype and 49% evening chronotype. And morning chronotypes were slightly older, with a mean age of 61 years compared to 56 years for evening chronotypes. We also observed gender differences, where most female participants were morning chronotypes, while more than half of male participants were evening chronotypes. Additionally, most working participants, which is about 60%, were evening chronotypes. For chrononutrition behaviors, two of the chrononutrition behaviors were classified as good, where 90.3% of the participants have a good breakfast skipping and 94% of the participants have good night eating. Meanwhile, most participants, about 70%, reported poor or fair evening eating, indicating that last eating event was consumed later in the day. This behavior was more common among evening chronotype individuals. Evening latency was also generally unfavorable, with almost all participants, around 97%, had poor or fair evening latency. Meanwhile, poor or fair largest meal timing was observed in 89.6% of participants, and also about 58% had poor or fair eating window. And the distribution of all these behaviors was similar across both chronotype group. So chronotype distribution was relatively balanced, with a slightly higher proportion of morning chronotype, which suggests that circadian preference in CAD patients may not strongly favor one chronotype over the other. And for gender, evening chronotypes were higher among male, while morning chronotypes were higher among female participants. Similar patterns have been reported in previous studies, although these differences tend to reduce with increasing age. For age, morning chronotype individuals were generally older, whereas evening chronotype were generally younger, reflecting the well-known shift as we grow older, we become morning. So we also found that working people tend to be evening types, while retired individuals were mostly morning types. This may occur due to work schedules that push daily activity and eating to later, whereas retired individuals follow a more consistent daily routine. Additionally, modern life that we are living right now, with less daylight and more artificial light at night, can actually disrupt our internal clocks, causing differences in individual chronotypes. For chrononutrition behaviors, majority participants showed delayed eating patterns. For example, most had their last eating event after 8 p.m., eating window longer than 12 hours, a short interval more than 6 hours between dinner and sleep, and also largest meal of the day later in the day. This pattern suggests that many CAD patients exhibit poor chrononutrition behaviors. However, some positive behaviors were also observed, where most participants reported good breakfast consumption and low night eating frequency, which indicate that they have a relatively stable morning and nocturnal eating habits. So overall, eating at irregular or late times can actually disrupt the synchronization between brain and body clocks, which leads to circadian misalignment and thus increase the risk of metabolic disorder. So for a conclusion, evening chronotypes were more frequent among males, younger participants, and active and working adults, while morning chronotypes were more frequent among females, older participants, and retirees. So chrononutrition behaviors were mixed, with poor or fair patterns observed for evening eating, evening latency, eating window, and largest meal, while breakfast consumption and night eating remained relatively good. Overall, these findings highlight that the diverse chronotype distribution and eating behaviors in CAD patients and suggest that both chronotype and chrononutrition are important considerations to consider in understanding and managing cardiovascular health and especially coronary artery disease. Thank you.
Thank you for the presentation. This is a very sharp presentation. 10 minutes sharp. Congratulations, yeah, Ain, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. After the presentations, is there any questions from the floor? Please help me. Why there is no questions from the floor? Okay. I think this is a very interesting research, Ain Suhana. I think Miss Ain Suhana. I think it's a very, very interesting, especially for me also, because this is the disease that actually also I'm facing.
Oh.
But based on your findings, which behaviors would you consider most critical for improvement among patients with the coronary artery disease after you make this research? Maybe you could explain to us what's actually
I believe
the
the most important behavior that we need to change is evening eating, which is actually our dinner. Because nowadays we tend to eat dinner late in the day, which usually occurs at night. And late dinner is actually not good for our health. But since many people are working nowadays late at night, so people tend to eat where they actually should sleep. Uh, Besides, since we are using phones, gadgets, and all, we tend to sleep late. And when we sleep late, we actually eat when we're supposed to sleep. So eating at a time that is not supposed we eat actually is very bad for our health. Because, for example, if we eat at night, where our insulin was supposedly to rest and low in quantity, but when we eat, the sugar will spike and also and will cause many other diseases such as such as diabetes or cholesterol as well. So eating dinner at appropriate time is very important.
Okay, I think that's a very good explanations. Not only for me, but I think for the other peoples. Yeah, it's mean that to avoid the not to to avoid like to reduce the to get this disease, we have to have a proper meals, yeah, especially not in the evening. Yeah, that's I think that means that the lifestyle should be changed. Yeah.
Yeah, true. So
Yeah.
actually, it's not only of what we eat. Actually, the time when we eat is very important as well.
Ah.
Instead
The
of only what we eat, instead of only the content of food we eat, we also must take care of the time when we eat, especially breakfast, dinner.
Okay. Okay, that's very interesting. It's mean that it's not the type of the meal, but also the time that when we have the meal.
Yes,
That's
the type of meal is important, but the time is as well as important as the type of meal.
This is after you make a research and also research on the literature also. Yes, is that it?
Sorry?
Now this is I mean the findings of your research based I think based on your research findings. Yeah, what you explained to us.
Yes, Prof. And also based on previous studies as well.
Yeah, I think that's very good. Okay, I think that's all. Very good presentation, and I think it is very interesting because
Thank
this
you.
is so many people get this disease, including myself. Yeah, because
Okay,
the
Prof.
lifestyle is I think that we have to change our lifestyle. Yeah. Okay, thank you very much,
Thank you,
Ain.
Prof.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Okay, wait a minute. Okay, we come to the last presentations. I think so. We already have Madam Rauda Sari. Yeah.
Yes, Prof.
Yeah. Okay. The floor is yours. 10 minutes presentations. I
May
hope
I
that you.
share? Okay, can you
Oh,
see my
yes.
slide presentation?
Yes. Proceed. Could you
Okay,
proceed?
Assalamualaikum and very good morning to Prof and delegates. My presentation examines Malaysia regulation of digital pharmacies with comparative insight from the United States. The rapid expansion of e-commerce has fundamentally altered the distribution of pharmaceutical products. According to a report in the New Straits Times, over 70% of consumers in Malaysia purchase products online, including health-related items. At the global level, enforcement operations such as Operation Panja have revealed the scale of the issue. During Operation Panja 2025, the authorities seized approximately USD 65 million of counterfeit pharmaceutical products and arrested 769 people worldwide and disrupted 123 criminal networks. In Malaysia, 7,000 online listings have been removed by enforcement authorities These figures illustrate that the issue is not merely one of non-compliance, but rather a structural regulative challenge arising from digital market environments. Yep. The aim of this study to evaluate the adequacy of Malaysia pharmaceutical regulatory framework in the context of platform-mediated commerce. To achieve this, the study pursues three objectives. First, to analyze the structure and scope of Malaysia's existing legal framework. Second, to examine how the United States regulates online pharmaceutical transactions, particularly through intermediary governance. And third, to develop a reform proposal that are both context sensitive and proportionate to the risk involved. Importantly, the study adopts a forward-looking perspective, focusing on regulatory design rather than merely compliance gaps. Literature review. The literature consistently identifies online pharmaceutical market as high risk. Digital platform reduce entry barriers, allowing unauthorized sellers to distribute counterfeit, substandard or unregistered medicines. Unlike traditional pharmacies, online sellers can conceal their identity, operate across borders, and quickly reappear after enforcement actions. Study also show that many medicines sold online are not registered, highlighting systemic weakness in regulatory oversight. These risks are particularly serious as pharmaceutical products directly affect patient health and safety. Okay, for platform governance and intermediary responsibility, recent studies shift the focus from products to platforms. Platforms are no longer passive intermediaries. They actively shape market behavior through algorithm, transaction, and payment system. This led to a reconceptualization of intermediary responsibility. Traditional notice take and down are increasingly seen as insufficient. Instead, there is move toward preventive mechanisms such as seller verification, transparency, and traceability. Legislative developments such as the Inform Act 2023 in the United States reflect this shift toward reducing anonymity in digital markets. Methodology. This study adopts a doctrinal and comparative legal methodology. It involves a systematic analysis of Malaysian pharmaceutical legislation, including Poison Act, Sales of Drugs Act, and related subsidiary regulation, and also Malaysian consumer laws. These are then compared with key United States federal statutes governing pharmaceutical safety and online commerce, such as Federal Food, Drug and Cosmetic Act, and also Inform Act. The comparison is functional in nature, focusing on how legal systems allocate responsibility, ensure traceability, and manage enforcement within platform-mediated environments. This approach allows for a more meaningful evaluation of regulatory effectiveness. The findings indicate that Malaysia pharmaceutical regulatory framework is substantively comprehensive. It imposes strict requirements for product registration, licensing of premises, and control of advertising. However, these controls are primarily designed for physical store, for physical distribution channel, but not for a digital context. There is no explicit statutory obligation requiring platform to verify the pharmaceutical online sellers. Regulation relies heavily on disclosure base, which do not necessarily ensure of authenticity of the sellers. Enforcement is largely reactive and fragmented across the multiple agencies, such as health agencies, custom and communication agencies. As a result, unauthorized sellers are able to exploit platform environments with it. In contrast, the United States adopts a more layered and integrated regulatory model. The Federal Food, Drug and Cosmetic Act established baseline requirements for drug safety. Meanwhile, Ryan Hyde Act introduced specific safeguards for online pharmaceutical sales. The Federal Trade Commission regulates deceptive practices, and more recently, the Inform Act 2023 requires identity verification for high-volume sellers on digital platform. Together, these measures create a system of pre-transaction safeguards that reduce anonymity and enhance accountability. The main issue is not lack of regulation, but Malaysia is disclosure-based framework does not match the reality of digital markets. Platforms display seller information but rarely verify it, making enforcement reactive and fragmented. Compared to the US, whereby identity verification and layered safeguards reduce anonymity, Malaysia needs a shift toward a verification-based, risk-calibrated model. Platforms should act as active gatekeepers, ensuring authenticity of the sellers and accountability for high-risk pharmaceutical sales. In conclusion, this study shows that strong drug laws alone are not enough for digital pharmaceutical market. Malaysia controls are robust but not fully suited to online platform, whereby anonymity, speed, and cross-border activity challenge the enforcement. A shift from disclosure-based rules to verification-based governance is needed to ensure seller accountability and traceability. Platforms should act as active gatekeepers proportionate to the risk of the pharmaceutical products sold online. These reforms support global goals, particularly Sustainable Development Goal 16, which emphasize effective, accountable, and transparent institutions. And that is essential to protect public health in the digital area. Based on the finding, this study proposed 4 key reforms to strengthen digital pharmacy, digital regulation in Malaysia. First, platform must have explicit verification duties. They should authenticate the legal authorization of all pharmaceutical sellers before any listing, especially for prescription or control medicines. Second, identity persistence must be enforced. Structured records and verification mechanism are necessary to prevent repeat or anonymous sellers. And third, regulatory framework should be harmonized. Pharmacy laws must integrate with digital consumer protection laws to ensure disclosure is backed by verification. And fourth, enforcement must be coordinated. Clear data sharing protocols between agencies and platform are essential, particularly for cross-border transaction. Together, this reform shift Malaysia towards a preventive platform-based model that is proportionate to pharmaceutical risk and aligned with digital market realities. This study is aimed for pharmaceutical products regulation legal framework for to suit with digital environments nowadays.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much, Ms. Rauda, for the very interesting presentations based on your research, especially on these regulations, lack of regulations in this and the comparisons between Malaysia and also US regulations. Based on your recommendation from your research. Yeah, could you further elaborate on the potential impact of the policy for the Malaysian using these digital pharmacy services?
Our recommendation is really to strengthen pharmacy laws because nowadays our pharmacy laws are still on and not amended to suit to e-commerce sales of pharmaceutical products. So uh, our recommendation is to integrate pharmacy laws with consumer laws, which is we need a verification of sellers of pharmaceutical product only, not all the products in online platform, because pharmaceutical products directly affect public health.
Okay. According to your research, by comparing the Malaysian regulation with the US regulations, what is your findings, the strong findings that you would like to put forward to the government? Because I think this is very important
Okay.
after you research.
Okay. From my research, I found that our government or legal authorities should suit the legal framework that can curb the online criminal that involve pharmaceutical product, which we can adopt from United States, because United States quite recent amend their laws, which is Inform Act 2023, that act mandates identity verification of pharmaceutical online sellers. So we need to identify it because because platform they already have the data of sellers, but for the pharmaceutical sellers they do not identify it. So in our current situation, uh, sometimes we need to collect the data to gather the information uh, s- to make actions to them, because sometimes we need until 2 years to allocate where they operate their business. So so we need that information uh, to be transparent.
Okay, I think that's a very interesting findings that you already have in this research, and hopefully that this could be transferred to the governments, the party that you I mean responsible to develop the regulations, because this is actually very important actions to refine, I think, to to refine the regulations, because the development of this digital and marketing of these digital things, we cannot stop it, and I think that that very important the regulations is take place.
Actually, Prof, Operation Panja, it involved worldwide, including Malaysia, Singapore, Thailand, Indonesia, and this operation took several months to seize the illicit pharmaceutical product and arrested the people.
Okay. Thank you, Rauda. I think this is very important research that hopefully that uh, the findings and the recommendations could be put forward to the governments, yeah, to the authority, yeah.
InsyaAllah, after I'm
Yeah.
come back to my work, now I'm study leave.
Oh, okay. Good luck for the study first.
Okay, thank you,
Yeah.
Prof.
Okay.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you very much for the presentation and also for the discussions. Yeah. I hope that you will be more successful on the future.
Thank you, Prof.
Okay. I think we come to the end of these sessions. Thank you very much for all the presenters, especially all the authors, yeah, who already make a presentation for this morning, and also for the committee. Thank you to appoint me to be a chairperson for these sessions. And hopefully that we could see you again in this next, I think in the next future, maybe in the meetings, another meetings. And Professor Yusuf, thank you very much. I give back the floor to you. Good morning. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullah.
Waalaikumsalam. Thank you, Prof.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you,
Good luck,
Prof.
everyone. Okay, I leave this to the committee. Yeah. Good luck for all of you. Selamat Hari Raya.
Selamat Hari Raya.
Raya, Prof.
Hari Raya,
Selamat,
Prof.
ya, selamat Hari Raya.
Ya, selamat hari Prof. Thank you so much.
Ya.
Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.